What if everything you thought you knew about being a man was just, well, scratching the surface?
And what if unlocking your deepest purpose was actually the key to truly thriving? Not just at work, but in love, in life.
Welcome to the Gist and Gab podcast.
Where we dig into some big ideas and pull out the nuggets you can really chew on.
Today, we're taking a journey into David Deida's work, specifically The Way of the Superior Man.
And it's definitely groundbreaking. Some might even say provocative.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just, a typical self-help book. It really challenges conventional ideas about masculinity, purpose, relationships, the whole lot.
So our mission today is to unpack some of those profound insights, maybe some of the practical advice too.
And help you navigate life's complexities with maybe a bit more integrity, authenticity.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's kick things off. Chapter 1, Deida really doesn't ease you in, does he?
No, not at all. He throws you right in with some pretty bold statements. They're designed to shake things up.
Right from the start.
What's fascinating is how he immediately challenges that conventional thinking. It's less about ticking boxes, achieving external stuff.
And more about
No.
internal alignment.
Exactly. Internal alignment and being truly present.
Okay, so that first big concept. Stop hoping for a completion of anything in life.
Yeah, this one hits hard. The idea that fulfillment comes from engaging now.
Not waiting for some mythical finish line, right? Like, when I achieve X, then I'll be happy.
Precisely. He argues that waiting for life to get easier or for some project to be done is kind of a trap.
So fulfillment is found in the daily grind, in giving your gifts today.
That's the idea. Like, instead of waiting for the perfect vacation to connect with your partner.
You find joy in laughing together tonight, even if the kitchen's a mess or work was stressful.
Right. The challenges, the successes, that's life. It's happening now.
Okay, but let's push on that a bit. It's empowering, sure, this focus on the present, but does it risk, neglecting long-term goals? Don't we need a sense of direction?
That's a really valid point. It's a tension, isn't it? How do you balance that presence with planning?
Maybe it's not about abandoning goals. Perhaps it's shifting where the fulfillment comes from.
Like finding the satisfaction in the doing, in the process itself.
Yeah, exactly. The journey is the reward, moment by moment, not just the destination.
That reframes it quite a bit. And that connects to his next point, doesn't it? Live with an open heart, even if it hurts.
Oof. Yeah, that's a tough one. Embrace the pain. Stay open emotionally.
It's not about being naive, I think. It's about resilience, staying connected even when things are difficult.
Instead of shutting down, which, let's be honest, is often the default, especially for men sometimes.
Right. He suggests that openness is actually where authentic connection happens. It lets your kind of best self shine through.
Vulnerability is strength, not weakness.
Right.
Which leads right into another core, maybe controversial idea.
Let me guess. Your purpose must come before your relationship.
That's the one. Sounds harsh, maybe. Counterintuitive.
It can definitely land that way. But what's he really getting at?
He's saying a man's highest mission, his core purpose, is paramount.
And that prioritizing this doesn't diminish the relationship, but actually strengthens it.
Yeah, that's the argument. That it empowers both the man and his partner. Brings stability, direction.
Allows for a deeper connection because he's more grounded, more himself.
Right. It provides that inner compass. And to find that compass, you need honesty. Which brings us to...
Know your real edge and don't fake it.
Followed immediately by lean just beyond your edge.
So it's a two-step. First, radical honesty about your fears, your limits, no pretending.
And then...
Then you intentionally push yourself just a little bit past that known edge. Not miles beyond, just slightly.
So that's where the growth happens. Using fear almost like a guidepost.
Exactly. Fear isn't something to just run from. It's showing you where your edge is. It becomes a tool for transformation.
Okay. And while you're on this path, pursuing purpose, pushing your edge, he adds a practical note.
Don't get lost in tasks and duties.
Yeah. It's easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day, isn't it? The emails, the chores.
And lose sight of the why. He says you need to regularly reconnect with your core motivation.
Make sure the tasks are actually serving your growth, not just distracting you, staying aligned.
Which is crucial. And then maybe the most provocative one from this point section.
Oh boy. Stop hoping for your woman to get easier.
Yeah. That one tends to get a reaction.
He's challenging men to see challenges in the relationship, maybe the partner's moods or complaints.
As opportunities.
Yeah.
For growth. For self-discovery.
Exactly. Instead of wishing she was different or easier, embrace it. Show up with strength and love through it.
Recognizing her energy might actually be pushing you to evolve. That's a very different frame.
It really is. Okay, so we've covered the man's inner world, his purpose. Now, the big one, relationships, understanding women.
This is where Deida often sparks the most debate, I think. His views on masculine and feminine dynamics.
Some of these ideas definitely made me pause. They might challenge some assumptions for you listening too.
But his goal, as I read it, isn't division. It's about understanding what he sees as fundamental energetic differences.
To foster deeper connection, less misunderstanding.
That seems to be the aim. More authentic connection.
Okay, let's tackle this one. Women are not liars. Followed almost immediately by what she wants is not what she says.
Yeah, that sounds like a complete contradiction on the surface, doesn't it?
It really does. How do you even start to unpack that?
Well, Deida's argument is that women's words often express something deeper than the literal meaning. They reflect emotions, shifting moods.
A kind of emotional truth rather than a fixed logical statement.
Exactly. So a man shouldn't just react to the surface words or her changing expressions.
Instead, he should
Prioritize establishing love.
Yeah.
Hold his own center. Make decisions based on his deepest truth, not just her immediate reaction.
He actually quotes, "Women are not liars. This is why a man must ultimately be responsible for making his own decisions. It's about looking deeper."
Right. So his example, she says she just wants you to clean the kitchen. Deida suggests maybe what she really wants underneath is to feel your support, your commitment to the shared life, your attunement.
Or if she complains about the movie choice, it might not really be about the movie.
It might be a deeper call for connection, for feeling understood in the relationship overall. Look beneath the surface.
Got it. And that ties into his advice to praise her. And crucially, don't analyze your woman.
Yes. He emphasizes that the feminine, in his model, thrives on genuine praise and appreciation. It inspires growth.
But when it comes to emotions, step back from the analysis.
Avoid trying to logically dissect her feelings. Instead, offer love, presence, direct connection.
Because often she's seeking understanding, not necessarily a neat solution.
Precisely. Love, not logic, is often the need.
Makes sense. We often jump to fix-it mode, don't we? He also stresses, don't force the feminine to make decisions.
Yes. The idea that women, or the feminine essence, thrives when the masculine provides clarity and direction.
And if the man avoids that responsibility, always asks, what do you want to do? Where should we go?
Deida calls it a loss of polarity. The relationship can start to feel more like a friendship, losing some of that spark or charge.
Right, so taking the lead on weekend plans, for example.
Having a clear, fun direction allows her to relax into the experience, enjoy it, rather than carrying the mental load of deciding.
That's a good practical example.
Yeah.
Okay, shifting to attraction. Your attraction to the feminine is inevitable.
He broadens the definition here, doesn't he? It's not just attraction to women.
Right, it's feminine energy in general, maybe inspiring music, nature, creativity.
And he argues that trying to hide or deny this natural attraction actually shows a discomfort with your own masculine core.
Understanding this polarity, this natural pull, is key for vitality.
That's his take. As he puts it, masculine men are attracted to feminine women. It's an energetic principle.
Which leads directly to his advice. Choose a woman who is your complementary opposite.
For that natural energetic balance, to enhance attraction and harmony.
Okay. And another potentially surprising one, she doesn't really want to be number one.
This ties back to purpose, doesn't it?
It seems to. The idea is that women generally are more attracted to a man who is committed to his mission, his purpose.
Then one who makes the relationship his sole focus.
Exactly. They want a partner with direction, ambition, someone on their path.
So when you're passionately pursuing your goals, that passion itself is attractive. It's not about neglecting her, but about being an inspiring, driven person with her.
She wants to be part of that purposeful life, not the entire purpose itself. Okay, that makes sense.
It reframes things significantly.
All right, let's go deeper now. Into the inner world, energy flow. Deida definitely doesn't shy away from, let's say, the more intense aspect.
No, he really goes there, talking about darker energies, body practices.
And the focus is really on integration, isn't it? How these internal states, managing your energy, impact everything.
Profoundly, both your purpose and your relationships.
So he talks about this core masculine drive. You are always searching for freedom.
That feeling of release, breaking constraints.
And he connects it to something quite controversial. Own your darkest desires.
Okay, let's pause here. What does he mean by darkest desires? Because that sounds potentially problematic.
It does, and it's crucial to clarify. He's not advocating for harmful actions. It's not about literal darkness in that sense.
So what is it then? The raw, untamed energy, passion, drive, even aggression, maybe?
Yes, but channeled consciously.
Yeah.
His point is that suppressing these potent energies, trying to be endlessly nice, always agreeable,
Actually weakens you, makes you less capable of facing life fully.
that's the argument. That suppression cuts you off from your power and your ability to love fully.
But critically, this needs immense self-awareness, right? Because unchecked, these same energies can be destructive. That's a real danger.
Absolutely. And you could argue maybe it oversimplifies things. Critics might point out that some traditional masculine norms do cause harm if they're not balanced with emotional intelligence, vulnerability.
Right, so Deida's focus seems to be on conscious integration and command of these energies, not letting them run rampant or suppressing them entirely. It's a fine line.
A very fine line. And related to that raw power, he says, she wants the killer in you.
Again, we need to be clear. This isn't about violence.
No, definitely not literal violence. It's metaphorical. It's about her sensing your fearlessness, your inner strength, your decisiveness.
Your capacity to protect, your confidence, the warrior spirit.
Exactly. That unwavering core that allows her, in his view, to feel truly safe and able to trust.
Okay. And then shifting gears slightly, he talks about abundance. The feminine is abundant.
Meaning there's no actual shortage of feminine energy or women in the world.
Right. He suggests feelings of lack or scarcity come from the man's own disconnection, his refusal to open up to and relate to that energy.
He says it quite directly.
Yeah.
If you feel life isn't giving you what you want, you're essentially negating your relationship to the feminine.
It puts the responsibility back on your internal state, your openness.
Which is empowering in a way. Okay, now for the really practical, maybe even esoteric energy stuff.
The ejaculation discussion. Ejaculation should be converted or consciously chosen.
This is profound. He's saying how a man manages his sexual energy goes way beyond just physical pleasure.
It impacts his presence, his energy levels, even trust in the relationship.
That's the idea. That unconsciously or too frequently releasing this energy can drain him, make him less present.
And somehow hinder that deeper heart connection with a partner.
Yes. He suggests women can sense this energetic state, that frequent ejaculation might offer short-term pleasure.
But prevents a deeper kind of sexual and emotional fulfillment because the man can't sustain his energy during intimacy.
Exactly. It compromises, in his words, her connection between genitals and heart if the man isn't energetically present and contained.
Wow. So it's about transforming the act, making it a source of vitality.
And connection, yes.
Yeah.
And he offers specific practices for this.
Breathe down the front.
And ejaculate up the spine.
These sound like almost yogic or tantric techniques.
They have that flavor. Deep, relaxed breathing, consciously moving sexual energy internally up the spine.
The aim being to enhance energy, presence, pleasure.
And intimacy, to invigorate rather than deplete. It's a very different approach to sexuality.
Definitely a different paradigm.
Okay, so we've covered purpose, inner work, understanding the feminine, energy. How does this all come together for building real, lasting intimacy?
Well, he frames it as a kind of yoga of intimacy.
The continuous practice.
Yes, a practice of understanding these core differences and actively supporting each other's essential nature for deeper fulfillment.
He introduces this concept, primary asymmetry. What's that about?
It suggests that masculine and feminine essences prioritize intimacy differently.
How so?
For the masculine man, Deida says, the mission, the purpose is always the primary focus. While for the feminine woman, the flow of love, the relationship itself, is the primary focus.
Intimate relationship is never the priority, and always the priority. That's a stark contrast.
It is. And the key, he argues, is for both partners to understand and genuinely support the other's core priority, not try to change it.
Which implies a certain responsibility, doesn't it? He says, you are responsible for the growth in intimacy, meaning the man.
Largely, yes. Especially in navigating challenges. It falls to the man, in this model, to lovingly guide the relationship and his partner out of difficult moods and back towards love.
To be the catalyst for her happiness and the relationship's deepening, that's a big ask.
It's a significant responsibility embodying that loving leadership.
And it requires the man to be grounded in his own purpose, which connects to another point. Restore your purpose in solitude and with other men.
The importance of space. He argues that too much time together, constant togetherness, can actually flatten the energy between a couple.
Dull the polarity.
Exactly. Men need challenges, he says. They need time alone, and crucially, time with other grounded men.
To sharpen their mission, reconnect with that masculine core.
Yes. And similarly, women often thrive in supportive female company, recharging their feminine essence.
So understanding these separate needs for rejuvenation is key to avoid that depolarization and keep the vitality alive.
It's about consciously creating that space for both partners so you can come back together stronger.
Makes sense. Finally, he talks about practice dissolving. What does he mean by that?
This sounds like surrender. Allowing the intensity of love, of life itself, to break down your inner walls, your defenses.
To transform every moment, even difficult ones, into an act of giving your gifts.
Yes. He says, feel your suffering, embrace it, penetrate it, find the fear beneath it.
So it's about leaning into experience fully, even the hard stuff, to find a kind of freedom or liberation through it.
That seems to be the essence of it, a radical openness and presence.
Wow. Okay. We have really covered a lot from the way of the superior man, from purpose to emotions, relationships, energy.
It's done stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely rewarding, but it asks a lot of you.
Absolutely. And I think the takeaway isn't about being superior in the sense of being better than others or perfect.
No, not at all. It seems more about the courageous, loving, ongoing pursuit of your deepest truth.
In service to yourself and to your connections.
So maybe the question for you listening is, what aspects of your life or your relationships are calling for that kind of unyielding, loving presence right now?
That's a great place to leave it, something to definitely reflect on.